Let's fight! Love to keep you guys waiting just a little bit. Let's fight! No doubt sign up to me, all blood pressure. Let's fight, insiders. Let's fight, insiders. Let's fight, insiders. Fire up! Let's go, folks. Fire up tonight. And we are let's go. Let's fight, guys. Every time I see not the emoji, but people are doing. Let's fight. How are you folks doing? How are you folks doing? Happy Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, folks. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Good to see. Is it Skivette Edwards and Donald David and Irvin Don Cook? Eartha McCallum is here as well. And Penny Griffith Peters too. Not to be left out. I see Joylyn Cook, Fidel Nakaman Longhorn. I see Wendy Caesars here too. And Marlon Ford. I see Vanessa and Joyce and Yonit, Shauna and Roger. Marcia Griffith as well. Good to see each and every one of you guys coming up. Attorney at Law Darren with coming up. The one and only Rickford Burke. Good to see Ian Adams is here and Angela Jordan and Carlano Reynolds is here. Good to have you guys. Trust you guys have had a fantastic Independence. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. I see Ganesh Mai Paul is here as well. Member of Parliament and a shadow minister for local government and regional development is on the live too. And Deborah Clark, you know, Ganesh running for me for a long time, you know. A long time, but viewers, you have your say. You would have your say, Sandrine Beard and Yvonne Lamy, Dion, Ian, Baby Sandy Ford, good to have you. Andrew Cosberg says, pace and power. Right up around you, folks. Share the live stream, man. And smash that emoji button. Chris Williams, Irvin Johnson, pace and power in 2022, guys. That's how we started the year. We're almost halfway there, guys. And we're still at it. Pace and power. Pace and power. Whether you guys are joining us on Twitter, you guys are joining us on YouTube, got us some tubers. You guys are joining us perhaps on LinkedIn, wherever you guys are picking us up from this evening. We trust that you guys are great, and we just want to make sure that we are shared on all the right places as well. Good to see each and every one of you guys. We are really glad that you are here. Strapped in, Darren Wade coming up, attorney at law, the one and only, the bright and vigorous, the man with the stamina. Darren Wade is going to be joining us shortly, guys. And also, Rickford Burke is going to be joining us as well. Share the damn live stream, guys, and smash that emoji button as well. We are trusting that all is well at your end. And guys, we hope that all works out fine at our end too. We ensuring that we're shared through all the right places, guys. Give us a second. We're going to ensure that we are shared in all the right places. We're fired up still, guys, and we are ready to go. And we hope that you guys are as well. And we are almost there. Almost there, folks. Almost there. Welcome in the ring again to each and every one of you. Might we say that again, guys? Great to have each and every one of you here with me. You all know how we going. You all know how we doing. Good to see you, folks, and trust you guys have had a restful holiday. You're fired up and you're ready to hit the ground running, guys, into the weekend. We are so glad that you folks are here with us. Welcome in the ring, folks. Wherever you're joining us from this evening, welcome in the ring. Welcome. Can't be over good. Welcome. Coming up, we're going to have Darren Wade. And coming up, guys, we're going to show you guys what's on the fight card. Lots of information to share with you folks. Lots and lots of information to share with you guys. And we're just making sure everything is good at our end. And that we're fired up as well. And we are ready to go. And aren't we? So good to see Clyde McPherson. And good to see, I see Shawnette Barnes and Linda. I see Sheena Hazel and Clyde McPherson. I see Dion, Ayana, Baby Sandy Ford, and Arvil Blacker. Chinsing Henry, we see you as well, folks. We are ready to get going, guys. If you are, share the live stream, guys. Smash that emoji button for us. Do us the big favor. Smash that emoji button. Coming up to month end, folks, we got a lot of responsibilities to meet, to keep the lights on, to keep the doors open, and we trust that you guys come on board and partner with us. We cannot do it without you. You know, so many of you can give more to keep our program going, guys, but some of you all stingy. Oh, your hand tight, you can't get them things tight. Don't let your hand be tight. Good to have each and every one of you. Nonetheless, folks, we got Cash App, we got Zelle, we got PayPal, we got MMG. We're available via MoneyGram, via Western Union, all for your convenience so that you guys can partner with us, keep us on the air, and keep us going. Pace and power. Boots on the ground, folks. Y'all know the rest. We're backing down, of course. We are not backing down, guys. We will not be backing down. Share the live stream, guys, and smash the emoji button for us as well. Share the live stream and smash that emoji button as well for us, guys. Really glad you guys are here. Coming up, Darren Wade. Coming up, Rickford Burke, guys. We are almost where we need to be to get going, and we're really happy that you folks are here with us as well, guys. Hundreds of you are watching us, and we are about to hit the mark where we can say thousands of you are watching us. Smash that emoji button. Share the live stream. Julian, we see you there. Mortimer, Timothy Reynolds, we see you as well. Marsha, Glasgow State School College, you're called here. Don't you book together. Hope you all say you're outside before you come. Hope you all say you're outside. You start looking like Chinese. But in summer, very good to see you. Dial Foda, it's great to see you as well, guys. It's really awesome to see you. Whatever you're going through in your personal life, guys, even your professional life, we're so privileged you tuned in with us tonight. We are fired up. We are ready to go. Pace and power. Julian, Amsterdam, when God says yes, no man can say no. Yep. Turn your comment. Joylyn Cook, Patricia Kisul, and Dunsford Jeffries here as well. Carl Ford, it's unruly more, just like us, our kind of people. Minerva, Richmond, good to see you. Isabella Butter is here as well. Pace and power. Pace and power. Yep. Pace and power, boots on the ground. We're not backing down, guys. You know, the world is going its own place, and you know, we're happy that you folks are here trying to make sense of it with us, folks. And if you guys are ready, we are ready at our end. Thousands of you are joining us this evening. Make the shares look nice. Make the likes look nice. Smash that emoji button, guys, and consider seriously, guys, seriously partnering with us so we can stay on here and do what we do. No amount is too small. I know some of y'all think you're going to maybe send 5,000. If that's what you want, that's what the Father put on your chest. Send it away, but guys, every bit counts, and we really invite you guys to come on board and partner with us so we can keep the lights on and keep the doors open. I want to get into all the nuances. That's as best as we can say. The lights on, keep the doors open, guys. Thanks to you, and we're so thankful for all of those persons who've been here with us throughout, guys. We're pushing on years now. Thousands of you are watching. Smash that emoji button, guys, and share the live stream. Where we start from this evening, guys. Welcome. Trust again, you guys have had a fantastic Independence anniversary. We are so happy you guys are here again with us, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that later on. But we begin our broadcast, folks. We begin our broadcast from around the world. You remember we showed you guys this? What was happening there in Texas, folks, at that elementary school, that primary school there in Texas. 19 dead. 19 elementary students were killed by a gunman, and 2 teachers as well. But folks, signs of the times, even the little ones now are crying us. Even the little ones, Robert King, Patricia Kisoon, Chandel Fredericks, G. Noble, Princess Hodari, even the little ones, folks. The good book says, the children, a child shall lead them. Even the little ones, trying to give us some sense. I hope we're hearing. Even the little ones, guys, trying to give us some sense, because this is what we saw recently. This is what we heard.
Another day at school again. I wish I knew how my day was gonna end. Bye, Mommy. Bye, Daddy. I got to bless up my daddy in the morning. Hugs and kisses for my mommy for I'm leaving. Well, I'm not certain I'll make it on this evening. It's the reality of all school shootings. I beg you big up your family and friends. Life is too short, don't know when it's gonna end. One thing for sure, on TV you will see the mayhem. What the fuck's 5 or of CNN? School is supposed to be a child safe haven. That's where most of our life is spent. Parents and us who get the higher learning. So why the government not protecting the children? Those who get elected are incompetent, and only a fool will believe in the system. It doesn't matter whose fault when a life cut short. Secure our schools, don't leave it open like Walmart. That's why I got to bless up my daddy in the morning. Hugs and kisses from my mommy for I'm leaving. Well, I'm not certain I'll make it on this evening. It's the reality of all school shootings. This should never be any parent's worst nightmare. Knowing you send your child to school and living in fear of getting a phone call. School shut up over there. We're not certain your child is a victim. Expecting unexpected, you better believe. Holy parents missy end up in a grief because innocent Fred pop off and start fire lead. Those that couldn't fled, them end up dead. That's why I got to bless up my daddy in the morning. Hugs and kisses for my mommy for I'm leaving. Oh, I'm not certain I'll make it on this evening. It's the reality of all school shooting. The struggle is real. School is a battlefield. Any minute, any second could be a godlet. Running for cover, hiding under a desk. Seeking protection from instant death. I'm not a coward, but I got to run. Don't want my name in a memorandum. Calling by a president on a podium. That's why I got to bless up my daddy in the morning. Hugs and kisses from my mommy for I'm leaving. Well, I'm not certain I'll make it on this evening. It's the reality of all school shootings. The struggle.
Yep. And we hope that those in authorities are listening. We hope, folks, a little one shall lead them. A child shall lead. I hope they're listening, folks. I hope they are listening. Because that kind of shooting up happening too often. Much too often. Pace and power. Moving on to the fight card. Pace and power. Share the damn live stream, folks. Smash that emoji button for us. Connor Mingo, Leonard Jacobs, Leon Goberdan, Cecilia Clark. I see Stanley Wilson is here, and Sandrine Baird, Wonderland as well, and Cheryl Gillis, Leonard Zaffer. How are you doing, Foundation people? Leonard Zaffer, good to see you. Let me ring the bell for Leonard tonight. Pace and power. Leonard Zaffer is here. Pace and power. Come and see the pen. Cheryl Gillis. That is telling them. Pace and power. I want you all to know sometimes things that people meant, to be lemons, you take and make a lemonade. When life, folks, you all know that adage. You all know that. When life give you lemons, you gotta make a lemonade. Pace and power. To the Burnham Foundation, pace and power. You all remember them guys, them guys throw them out of the National Library? Yes, man. Wicked Priya Manning Chan, Wicked Air Finale, Jagabats and Trench Crappos, Tadpoles and Cricketers. We're going to ring the bell for the Burnham Foundation. They have made lemonade of the lines and lemons. See what you have. Lemonade, folks. Pace and power, guys, because we have seen that thousands of persons have now passed through the Burnham Foundation exhibit there, highlighting the life and times and accomplishments of Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham, one of our forefathers who led us in that independence struggle, and we came out successful. Sometimes we look back and say, maybe we would have been doing good under the British still. Maybe we want to say kudos to them. We saw the mayor and some of his colleagues out there and some members of the public as well. Thousands of persons, we made to understand, passed through the exhibit. So what them boys meant for back, that's why I want y'all know. We're serving the Almighty David Wood, Roxanne Odessa Jacobs, Nicola Brandis, Higgins, good to see you, John Abrams and Chinsing Henry, Savitri Sal, and all the other folks, Ingrid King, Granite Jones. Yep. Thousands, we outside. That's what we want, you know. We outside, folks. Pace and power. Share the damn live stream, guys. Smash that emoji. But if you're just joining us, coming up, we're going to be talking with Darren. Coming up, we're going to be talking with Rickford Burke. Moving on to fight card, folks. Moving on. The deponent. Priya, Manik Chan, deponent. That's what I want you to know. Dennis London, Welshman, Priya deponent. Rosetta Barton and Bevney should deponate. Seymour George, Priya all the time. I thought she'd come out by now, but she's still on it. Nadia Rodney, Leon Gobelan, she on it. Morning Monroe, you Tindy Grant. Y'all know the woman. She on it. She on it. We're going to take her off though. We're going to take her off. If it's by the ballot self, we're going to take her off. She on it, folks. She on it. She deponate. Because this is what we saw recently. Y'all remember this? Tocqueville School. The children there and start being shot. Desmond David, you remember? Juliet McCall, what about you, Sion Salvatore? What about you, Valerie Archibald? Selroy Blair, what about it, should deponate? Well, y'all think that was bad? Like it's all them school shocking people, because this is what we saw recently. Paulette, Hicks, and Asquith. Shorts, the children of St. Agnes got some similar electrical problems, and they were forced today, folks, to abandon the school because students were encountering some of the same difficulties like what happened in Tocqueville. Been learning nothing to chance with Harry. We fired up indeed. Clifton Smith, Sheena Hazel. Been learning that in Priya deponate, that's what we tell you. She deponate. Spurley, you know what she deponate. Mortimer Timothy Reynolds, you know what she deponate. Junior Gibbs, Sheena Hazel. Paul Hicks, you know what she deponate. Priya name calling. More electrical woes today, St. Agnes. You know, children should be in school learning. You had school shut for 2 weeks. Oh, nobody check them pipes. Nobody check the connection. Nobody check the wiring. They deponate. So instead of our children being in school learning, they stand up and say, who shared the damn live stream? Who can smash the emoji? Tonight, God knows I want to fight somebody. If I find a jagbat tonight, we're going to fight. If I find a trench crab or a tadpole or a cricket, it's fight. Time it in hell. Moving on to fight, you should deponate. That's why we want to pray deponate. We got to fix problems. They keep kicking it down the road. We got to fix some problems. We got to fix. There's Hunter. Good to see you, Leonard Jacobs. Welcome. Respect about us. To all the Leonards. My mother name is Leonard, by the way. Miriam Gaddafi's good people. Idris William, Sherman Roberts, Kelly Abrams, McKay. Respect and manners. The deponent. We got to fix problems. Stop kicking problems on the road. It's their section now. Jagabats and trench crapos. We couldn't put everything on this on the graphic. We just put some. But it's Jagabats and trench crapos. Tadpoles and cricketers, scarecrows, carrion crows, and jumpy birds. It's them. The whole pack of them is Animal Farm. The Jagabats, their section. Jagabats and trench crapos. Tadpoles and cricketers, scarecrows, carrion crows, and jumpy birds. And them, you know them. The deponent. Flora Jacobs Ward, Wilma Grant. They on it. Mark Doris, Dan Fordyce, you recognize them. It's their section. We look story here now. We had about 10 floods in 18 months. See things. And they didn't learn from none of them, you know. They didn't learn from none of them, Ingrid King. Right? They didn't learn from them. This is what we're seeing, folks. You know what this is? This is Kokwani. Kokwani was flooded to the roofs a few months ago. Was it last April? 1 year ago, was flooded to the roofs. Them boys learn nothing. Right? Them boys didn't learn nothing. Right? You know, and today we saw a statement coming out of the CDC which suggests that they now suspect. They get like Frank Anthony. We suspect and we now see and we this and we that. They lep on it. CDC lep on it too. Because here's part of what they said. The Civil Defense Commission indicated that it is prepared and ready to lend support. They need help. You mean you haven't lending support yet? You are prepared to? Folks, what Nancy says this. You see why I want to fight somebody down there at CDC? God knows. They are prepared to. You mean you haven't gone in there yet? The place flood like this. This is an actual photograph from Kokwani. You mean this place flood like this? CDC on the ground yet? You are prepared to? But you haven't bubbling on the big motor, cocking up your foot and backballing. You haven't demonstrator. We can get them to work. The honeymoon will finish yet. They lap on it. So this is Kokwani. Right? You see? Since the last flood at Kokwani, nothing of consequences happened there. No planning seems to have taken place. They said they're going to move some folks to high ground. What happened to that? They're lap on it. That's the problem. Here on it. Ari upon it. Priya upon it. Papa Jaguar, he upon it more than any one of them. Whole set of it too. Right? We gotta solve problems, Agatha Queen. Not so damn for that's less than Patrice Hamilton. Am I making the point, Lois McKenzie? Come on, folks. We gotta fix problems. Share the damn live stream and smash that emoji button. Coming up, folks. Darren Wade coming up. Rickford Burke joining us, folks. Moving on to the fight card. The fight name, y'all know. Jet Setter gone overseas again. Every week he out. Flying away from the problems. Running away. And I show you how I just know. Running away from the problems, Lois McKenzie, Leonard Jacobs, Robin Narine, Sukhchan Sudharis, the Jamie Barish Shoe, Leah Yahweh. It's them. They come around with funny. Don't come around with funny. Right? It's them, Jem Van Veal. It's them, Trevor David. It's them, Leon Gobel. And you know it's them. No time for your conscience. Jagabats and trench crappos. Cat pose and crack the man after Barbados Agri-Fest. After Barbados Agri-Fest, you know, here fans look good one day, next day falling out. I don't know what happening. Share the damn live stream, folks. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. We gotta get good. Don't give up now, folks. Come on, you know, some of you should be vigilant and militant, folks, and some of you are dressing back a little bit. Patricia Leacock, I hope it's not one of you. Right? I hope it's not you, Alfred. I hope it's not you, Erica Hooper. Adele Semple. Quanamingo, I hope it's not you. Orin Downco, hope it's not you. Erica Hooper, Tracy Mullen. Hope it's not you. Don't even get complacent. The man gone. Fly can let the problem. I tell you how happened in another couple of days. You can hear big set announcements out of Jagdio, and then you see a press conference. Mark my word, Idris Williams, Maria Nile, mark my words. One press conference coming up at Jagdio, right? And one set of announcements coming up. Soon, Darren go overseas. Recently, we saw he waited. He can't wait like Darren take too long this time to go overseas. He spends 7 days, usually every 2-3 days, Darren flying out. Then Jagdio commandeers the president. We really know he's the man behind the scene. He's the power behind the throne, right? He's the puppet, master for the puppet. So watch and see. Coming up, one press conference, and then you can hear, or rather, it can happen anyway. You can hear a whole set of announcements out of Jagdio, and then you can see a press conference coming up. Right? Coming up, watch for that. Watch for it. That's the pattern. Watch for it. Watch to the east. Good to see you, Patricia Leacock, and all the other folks. Moving on the fight card, guys. Pace and power. No time to waste. Pace, and power. Don't come wrong with funny. So the man jet set, he gone. He fly out, he disappear. Yep. That's what's going on. But let me show you what. The folks are very, very worried because them boys AFN and the projects and the programs, they are not attracting a lot of attention, and this is causing Freedom House. We're being made to understand a lot of problems. A lot of headache. It is causing Freedom House. Right? They want to know why AFN. People not interested. A whole hour AFN and 2-3 people watching AFN. You had a whole flag raising ceremony. The fly half the country over to the Independent Republic of Essequibo, of Anna Regina. You know, they went down the side. Fly half the country there. And the viewership, I ain't got time with them. Right? So they had to go and pay the people the week before. Right? Pay them in jobs, give them a 2 weeks contract, a little 40,000 to come to the independence celebration. That's why they move it out from Georgia, because nobody goes to see or to listen to them. And see, they hire a set of private entities now to do the live streaming and so on. And still, so we hear at Freedom House, they are very worried that Irfan Ali is becoming very unpopular very quickly. You got to get rid of the Jagabats. Get rid of Papa Jagabat. That is Irfan's chief problem. Once Irfan solved the problem, is smooth sharing. Who can share the damn live stream for us? Who can smash the emoji? But you know, when I come on some of your pages and I see it, I can dash this belt in your chest. Get the damn live stream for us. And smash that emoji. How Irfan could done a whole hour and 40 people watching? How come? And then they're telling me, right, they got the nerve to work in 2 people to ask me if I can lend Irfan some viewers. You think it's just some viewers that's come? You think I got any title deal on these viewers? And they come because they got proper things to offer them. If y'all don't offer proper things, what you want me to do? You want to bore my viewership to death by selling them? But y'all, my viewers are free moral agents. They see something interesting, they go and watch it. If y'all ain't got nothing good to offer, they won't watch. Whole hour on and 60 people watching y'all. Where's in state resources? 500 people streaming with 70 people watching y'all. Wasting state resources. NASA, Willett Hubbard, Andrew Cuthbert, Rhonda Fox is NASA. I don't own nobody here for y'all telling me I should go and lend them some viewership, tell people to go and watch them. Don't matter what. We don't know nobody. We're so grateful we have a viewership. We can tell them go watch y'all. If they find what y'all watching interesting, they can go over there. They're going to go over there. You talk a 5-hour program and right through 5 hours. Right? 71 people. What kind of government is y'all, man? What kind of government is y'all? You like your cross. Since them boys got in, is one thing to the next. So they're vexed now. They're vexed. They ain't getting the viewership. And then they hire, some Johnny come latelys, claiming as social media commentators and journalists to boost the viewership, and even that ain't helping. Even that, the people fed up with them, not getting fed up. It's the cost of living, things tight is the economy. Right? People are fed up, man, fed up with y'all. Right? If you all have interesting programs that actually meeting the needs of the people, you don't have to beg and buy viewership. Whole set of state resources, NCN, what else they got? DPI, they got Newsroom, they got Times, all of that, and 10 people watching y'all. Man, shucks, treat people better. Really let this be one day, and you're going to see things improve for y'all. Moving on in fight, so that's one problem they got. Right? Here, why people are watching them. Watch this quick, folks. Watch this quick. Y'all remember that IRI poll? That Gate Share come out and say has no integrity. The International Republican Institute, that poll. This is why people don't watch them. This is why people are not concerned with what they're saying. Look, right, 22% of the people polled said they got trouble feeding the family. 22% of the people in this country said things hard, things tight, we got trouble feeding the family. 17% said unemployment is their number one issue. You understand why the Ghana Pegasus, the full the other day? Why the Ghana Maria, the full the other day? 17% of this country said unemployment is their number one issue. Not big bridge building, right? Not shore base, right? Not people flying along in helicopter. Unemployment is their number one problem. Let's break it down some, right? Could you imagine you got a country and 35% of the people saying that they have enough to survive, but they can't afford anything else but survival? What kind of country we are running? What kind of country? 35% of the people said that. Right? We got enough to survive. Right? But that's all we can do. Survive. We ain't got nothing more. Right? This is what the International Republican Institute. And now Gail come out and saying how the poll has no integrity. Gail know but poll? When last Gail see a poll? That's the whole problem. She don't know nothing but poll. If a poll last Gail in she face, she won't even recognize it. She come out saying that this poll here has no integrity. You all see story? So 36, is it 36? Let me make sure we get it right. 35% say they have enough, but they can't afford anything but survival. Look at this, 38% of the people polled. So they believe elections reflect the will of the people. 38%. Right? Percent of the people in this whole country said they believe the election results reflect the will of the people. Just 38%. Only 38%. You can imagine that? They said it reflects the will of the people. So all them guys in office, fraudulent votes. Fraud is fraud. Share the damn live stream, smash the emoji button. Right? 98% of the population in the dark about the oil sector. 98%. Them guys got Chronicles. They got Newsroom. They got Times. Right? Who else they got? Whole set of media entity, 98% of the people said they don't understand what is happening in the oil and gas sector. And if you don't believe, if Gail don't like this poll, if Gail don't like this poll, I got another poll. Gail would like a stronger poll, would put smile on Gail's face. Look at this poll now. Big shopping poll. Look at this. This was recent. This poll here is the Caribbean COVID Food Security and Livelihoods Impact Survey. Another poll should love this poll. Look still here now. 35% of citizens. This was within this year, Bull Page, this is this year. Ingrid King is this year. Marsha Glasgow is this year. Rennie McCalman, right? Old Smokey would love this poll. Sing Henry is this year. She gonna like this poll. Watch, 35% of citizens also increasingly worried about meeting their food and other essential needs. It's things tight. That's what they're telling us. That is why people don't want to hear from them. That's why people aren't viewing none of the programs. Things tight. 35%. This is another poll. She should like this poll. 35% of citizens also increasingly worried about meeting their basic food needs. Look at this. 52% of the people polled say that they have sold their productive assets. 52%. Things tight. People selling out. Right? People panning out. Right? Look at the story. 82% of the people polled. This was done by CARICOM. an institution within CARICOM did this poll to see how people are coping with COVID-19, etc., etc. This is Guyana, you know. This is Guyana. 82% responded that they have difficulty assessing markets due to lack of financial means. 82%. You see why people are watching them? People too hungry. Yeah? You know, them boys used to say back in the day, you can't talk an empty stomach. You can't listen to an empty stomach. And finally, I'm going to just take out another one. 94%. Right? 94% of the people who were polled. Right? This poll, I'm sure, Gail going to find have a lot of integrity. She going to like this poll. 92% of the people polled said they have depleted their savings. Depleted their savings. And this was since April 2020. Right? Since it was April, it's since September 2020. Right? Their savings have gone down 82% since them boys come in. It has gone down, right? And if you think that is only how people feel, the IRI poll, then you got this Caribbean COVID-19 food security and livelihoods impact survey telling you what's happening in the country. You understand why nobody is interested in them. Look at their management at the non-oil sector, because they can say, oh, we got a big GDP, 4 to 5% growth in GDP. You can't carry it to the shop, unfortunately. But look what's really happening in the other areas of the economy. Very quickly, I'm going to show you guys that. This is only them boys, you know, since they come in, right? Sugar gone down, sugar production by 4%. You can't produce proper sugar if you're closing down Wales. If you just gone and closed down Iflot, you close Elmore, you close Blairman just now and Skeldon. Sugar production gone down by 4%. There's been a 20% drop in rice production since 2020. You understand why nobody watching Earphone? Why nobody cares what Earphone says? Who's sharing the damn live stream? Huh? Who's sharing it? 20% reduction in rice production. Right? Gail won't like this poll because things gone down here. Gail like when things are standing very strong. Right? Rice production gone down 20%. Can you imagine that? 3.8% reduction in bauxite. Glenford Garden, this is since them boys coming, you know. Tracy Mullen, you see that? Savages out. And they want to go there and pretend all is well. Like, this is why nobody's concerned with what they're doing. There's been a 14.8% reduction in gold production. You see that? This is why, folks, nobody's concerned with what them boys saying. Who can share the damn live stream for us? Who can smash the emoji button? We making sense, folks. We tell you how we do. We damn research. Share the damn live stream and smash the emoji button. Chinsing Henry, Lovern Cameron, Robert Noreen, Roxana Dessa Jacob. Share. This is credible and valid information. We do your homework. That's what we tell you. We always tell you, folks, we do our homework. Don't come around, we funny. We don't make up numbers. That's them boys' number. 4% reduction in sugar. 20% reduction in rice. 3.8% reduction in bauxite. 14.8% reduction in gold production. And them go to this country. Jaguar is a czar. Where? West side. That's why they're pumping all this money in the economy. Open to jumpstart it. Pumping. Pull and pumping. But nothing are moving. Nothing is standing up under them. Kemba Drampton says it's best. It's like banyan trees. Nothing grows under them. Nothing erects under them. Nothing resurrects under them. Banyan trees. 4% reduction in sugar production. 20% reduction in rice production. 3.8% reduction in bauxite. 14.8% reduction in gold. And you tell me Ashley is a wizard in economics? Jaguar is a wizard in economics? Colasar is a wizard in economics? Well, if we didn't have 3 economists guiding this place, how much worse would we have done? How much worse would we have done, folks? We can do bad all by ourselves. Share the damn live stream, smash the emoji button, we're moving on. Look what Yagmahadio said today. If you all think the economy is doing so good, you will listen to me, because I can see some people, like the other spectators, say, no, that's the opposition. No. Well, if it's the opposition, listen to what the Guardian's saying. Listen to what the Guardians are saying about the economy. Guardian, Yagmahadio, listen to Dave Jurel, Rami Leander, listen to what the Guardian saying. Nicola Brandis Higgins, listen to what the Guardian saying. Maria Niles, Roxanne Odessa Jacobs, listen to what the Guardian, Yagmahadio saying. At the demonstration today, calling for an increase in the minimum wage, the private sector minimum wage is a paltry 42,200. And some even pay lower. That's the minimum wage, per month. Can you imagine people working for 42,000 in this country? Huh? The current minimum wage equates to $1 per hour, and people are working 40-hour week. Right? Here, Guardian Yagmahadi says the collective grossed up remuneration of the top level of government will outweigh the total earnings of the entire section of workers. Just the top people in government and the PPP and what they earn would be more than all the people employed under this installed regime. Yes, Yagmahadi says, the Guardian Yagmahadi says, yes, build roads and bridges. Exactly. We have no difficulty in that. Build roads and bridges. I support the Guardian here, but invest in our people. That's the trick. Invest. Not only give to some Gigi Becks, Mark Durst, don't only give to friends, family, and favorites. Don't let from the country. Friends, family, and favorites. Give to all. Stop party-based cash handout, Yag says, and let every Guyanese benefit. You see that? Stop party-based cash handout. Take that for your fastest and let every Guyanese benefit. Yag says the cabinet must make that decision now to sign off an increase in the minimum wage. Them boys get time with that? Them boys get time with that? No. Things like that don't put you on a big boat out in the Atlantic, cackling before the back balling. No. Yeah, they get time with that, but public servants are increasing the minimum wage. Yeah? Oh, but that's what Yak said again. We like to show what other people are thinking, how other people are viewing the situation, because we know them boys very quick to say, it's the usual suspect, it's the rabble-rousers, it's the naysayers, but Yak is a Guardian. So make us say, now, don't come wrong with funny. Moving on, folks, moving on, folks. Moving on, if I can share the damn live stream and smash the emoji button. We saw even Banks DIH helping them boys out today. We saw even Banks. Remember that they just tell the whole IFLOT, we lied to y'all, but take a 250,000. We have lied to y'all, but take a 250,000. And Banks has gone there and doing a job fair. There's a job fair coming up at IFLOT. We saw this Sunday, May 29th. A job fair is coming up at IFLOT because you know what? Even Banks DIH trying to help out the situation, knowing that hundreds of sugar workers have just been dismissed from IFLOT, and they're going to try to help out the situation and hire a couple of them, thanks to this careless installed regime. Look how we're making sugar great again. Look how we're making sugar great again. Liars, Jagabats and trench capos, the wicked, stink and dirty. That's why I want y'all know. Wicked. Imagine them people when Amelia's work face to broke down all of those people housing there, squatting those who would have been given lands legally, those who would have been promised to be regularized, and all of that broke down those people's house. And look who they sent to the flag raising. Are you wicked, stink and dirty? That's what I want to tell you. Colin Crowell in Linden. Colin Crowell, can you believe that? Bernard Jones, Robin Ryan, Rudolph Benjamin. Can you believe that? Lynette Fraser, Valerie Clark, can you believe that? That ring the bell for Lynette people. Because Lynette people tell them don't come up with money. Lynette people tell them don't come up with money. Share the damn life stream and smash animals about the folks. Share the damn life stream. Look what Linden people did to Colin Crowley. They showed his face in Linden. And Minister of Housing and Water, after breaking down those people's houses, people protested him right throughout his speech, folks. Throughout his independence presentation, they protested him. Protested him. And we got our guests in studio. They're coming up shortly. Coming up, folks. Darren Wade. Coming up, Rickford Burke. Folks, they are already in the studio, guys. Fired up, and they are ready to go. So the Linden people, they don't hold him back. Linden said, don't come wrong with funny. Right? If Colin Cole spoke for half hour, it's half hour and people shouting down. If he spoke for 45 minutes, I didn't check it. If he talked for 45 minutes or 45 hours, they shouted down for the whole duration of his presentation. Well done, respect and manners, the wicked, stink and dirty. Well done, my Lindeners. My born tongue, well done. Well, next time y'all call me, I'm going to be the chief protester. Just call me next time. Well done, respect and manners. I don't know if it's Darren trade y'all or Rickford trade y'all, but well done, nonetheless. Well done. Moving on quickly, if I can, folks. This country going from bad to worse. This is why nobody watching here, fam. This is why nobody listening to them. We hear West Denver Hospital. Wednesday last, people went for tooth extraction and all kind of thing. They get no cocaine. Right? No cocaine on Wednesday. Friday, people turned up for the same thing. No water this time. Oh, God of mercy. And we're talking about how big the GDP is. And y'all get from here. You understand nobody watching them? health in problem, public security in problem, social security in problem, the economy in problem. Oh, what is working in this country? You can't get something simple as little cocaine for numb your pain at the hospital. You can't get water. Oh, Father, I don't know. If we could do worse. Oh, Father of mercy. We never act like this. Y'all know, don't stay for your country. We were on a trajectory. We probably moving as fast as we could have been moving. We were going somewhere. Look at since them boys come back. Chaos and confusion. A hospital. West Denver Regional. You ain't got any water. But this country coming to. And you could spend how much ever millions having some big, lavish, outlandish independence anniversary. That is all well and good in good times. Big boat ride, cutting up your foot and back ball and all kind of thing. $50,000 a ticket. And you're a hospital and got little water. Oh, Father. Your priorities mixed up. Moving on, spotted. Spotted. Don't we start at anybody. We see look little thing and looking at me sideways. Spotted. Believe it or not, our very own. Well, I was quite surprised. Because I know my co-host, our co-host, Amanda and I are co-hosts of the morning program. You know, we know that, you know, she is single and on the shelf. But perhaps we up on Facebook every spot here. Happy birthday, my love. But I was quite surprised. Spotted, co-host of the morning program, FYI, folks. Well, yeah, come and see this here. Come better. Congrats to y'all too. We own co-host. Well, we gotta find out now. We gotta find out who is this chap here, right? We gotta find out. Right, so Hickins, you can run the files for me. Run the files, Hickins. And we apparently, this guy, John Abrams, is celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday, John. We hear he's an ardent fan of the program. He watches Rickford Burke whenever Rickford is on and Darren and so on. So tonight is the night. Happy birthday, John. Spotted. We all co-host. Things happening right now. We know. And we know it's a long time we need black cake too. It's a long time. Moving on. Things tight. I want y'all to know the things tight in this country, and people know. People know how tight things tight. People know. Look how tight things tight, right? And I don't know if somebody must see what happening with Jarita and this post with John and so on, all this coming up on social media. And I think a man sending John a message. How tight things tight. So John know what you're doing. And read the note. The man has left on social media. Them boys shows this. Them boys say Rickford. Them boys say Darren. Nowadays, to have a girlfriend, you must be physically, emotionally, politically, vehicularly, financially, and iphonically stable. So we hope, John, stable in all these ways. We know Rickford is a boy with the things. And of course, Council Darren Wade is a boy with the things. And now I see this gentleman shining us. But I didn't know. I know getting shine. I see a little green dogs in some areas. He said nowadays, have a girlfriend, Paul, June, we hope. We know all this. Y'all didn't tell me. Nowadays, to have a girlfriend, you must be physically, emotionally, politically, vehicularly, financially, and iphonically stable. Well, folks, things tight with Subway. That's why y'all things tight. Moving on quickly on the Ficast. Share the damn live stream and smash the emoji button. Since the bird put on there, y'all know the story. Since the bird touched down, this country has not been the same. We done getting problems as them boys. The forces they done trying the things, and now them boys are the board. Look story here. This is only last week, you know. This is Wednesday. My Father of His mercies. This is Wednesday, folks. Wednesday. Y'all ever see something like this? Y'all ever see story like this? Them boys come up. We hasten on. We gotta bring them boys on. Y'all ever see story like this? This is Wednesday, guys. The guys are telling us that this is Wednesday, and where is this? Want to go through it quickly? This is Craig on the East Bank. A truck just fall overboard. Just like that. Going good in the East Bank. Next thing you know, the truck in the drain. Right? On the East Bank. And then we saw this yesterday. Right? A man just driving through Alberton. Next thing you know, he on a whole pile of junk. Driving overboard. Himself is the things, is the bird. That's what we tell y'all. He didn't even know what happened to detail now. He didn't even know what happened to he. Sends them by slash the board down there. And look story here. Folks, this is I think Bobby, still make sure we have the notation correct. Right? Because we deal with credible and valid information. Canal number 1, well, this is a good thing I checked the note. Canal number 1 in the West Bank. Man going good, you see, you know what happened to him. You see a flash of blinding light, next you know he on his sides and his problems. Big problems, the things, as I tell you. Since them boys put on the board, life in this country has not been the same, and we hasten very quickly now. We're about to get them, guys. We're about to have our guests. We hasten quickly. Right? Is the things, folks, we tell y'all, is the things, this is a full fight car tonight. We want short change again. It's not a real place. Y'all do it. It is not a real place. Y'all remember we showed y'all this? The big beat up with the policeman in New Amsterdam. I don't know if it's, I know Darren, attorney at law, counsel Darren, really some boy. It's like this man takes some training under Darren. Big beat up there. But y'all look story. This country's not a real place. The man get a whole award for winning the fight. You know, folks, this country is not a real place. I know Rickford facetious like this. Just I this whole thing, the man get a award for winning the fight only in Guyana. Guyana's not a real place. That's why y'all know, folks, Guyana is not a real place. And then, folks, Father of his mercies. Father of his mercies. We saw what happened yesterday. We saw what happened yesterday with that mother, Tracy Flew, who lost her 3 children. Father have his mercies, folks, with that. And, we heard her quite recently, and my guest will be talking with us a little bit about this as well. We heard her quite recently relating, speaking out about what may have led to her children's demise. Lord have his mercy. You cannot tell the grief, the pain, and the sorrow that has shrouded this young lady since then. Listen to her, then we're going to have our guest.
I really don't know what happened last night. I left to go to work. I got a phone call saying that my house on fire when I did work. I really don't know what happened last night at my house. I was in a relationship with an abusive boyfriend. I go to the station countless time to make report. This month then supposed to be recorded, and he tell me that anytime I go to court, it's gonna be the last day I ever see a police, and he gonna kill me. And enough night, I used to go there running because he used to want to put in knives to me, running me with cutlass, telling me how he kill me, and I not see me cheering. Then the next time he tell me how he kill me and bury me, nobody not gonna find me body.
How did it feel when you leave for work? You used to lock the door in the house or something?
No, I used to carry them by my parents. And then I asked me workplace. I explained to them that this boy tell me anytime he see me coming to work, he gonna bore me up and so. At time of police had to stop and collect me because he started chucking me up in tongues. I asked for a couple days off of work. Just for don't get for CE. Because he get a restraining order for he not to come to me place. And last night he called me and I refused to answer the phone. I don't know why you would do such a thing to me, sir.
So you believe he set the place on fire?
He threatened me enough time that he gonna burn down my house, but me know he burn down the house with me cheering on my side. Why he did he just put him out the house? He gotta put him out the house. He tell me that anytime I get another man, he gonna dead and he gonna shoot me and the man. And I don't get to see none of me children and then I grow up in a homes because he tell he gonna kill them children father too. Why you do this to that children? Why you do this to that children? Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yep. And folks, that is what happened over the holiday here. Barnwell, Mucka, where this tragic incident occurred, was already under assault by the administration, and this is just so much more pain for that community there. And then the government seems to be fumbling what they should be doing effortlessly and meaningfully for this family and for this young woman. I'm pleased to have with me this evening Rickford Burke, the one and only, and I think Darren Wade is going to be joining us shortly as well. Rickford, a very good evening. Welcome in the ring, sir. We know you got lots of concern about this issue. Talk to us as we wait on Attorney at Law.
Well, good night. First of all, thanks for having me. I want to extend my condolences to Ms. Flew and the rest of her family. This is indeed a very tragic incident. I'm not sure what happened. We're still waiting for reports from the police and the fire department, even though I think we must proceed very cautiously in how we categorize this and excuse the noise. I'm actually at my barbershop and they're closing up. Yeah,
Good.
we must
Thankful.
proceed very cautiously how we categorize and the conclusions we make with regard to this case. I was very perturbed that even though this family is going through this trauma right now and this grief, the president sent to talk to the mother at the police sports club, a rum shop. I think it was rather unfortunate that the president demonstrated such disrespect for this family. I mean, they're Black people, so what do we expect? I mean, if this was an East Indian person who's a supporter of the government, the president would have gone to their home or the home of a family member and empathize and sympathize rather with the family. But instead, he chose to take them to a rum shop. You know, that's not how you treat people in the time of grief. And we understand that probably the president's party don't think that Black people are equal to himself and other members of his party, but I think it was reprehensible what happened. But nonetheless, let us look past that. I hope that the community, the wider community, is standing by this family, and all of us as Guyanese, whether we're at home or in the diaspora, should keep them in our prayers. And I could see the environment in which this home was, and I hope that the people will come together and try to help this family. This mother, one of the things that we have to, I saw some people on social media talking about the fact that these kids were alone at home. That may be true, but we have to also understand the socioeconomic circumstances under which this woman lived or lives. And, we have to help this family. And we in the diaspora are willing to do whatever we can to help. And I hope that not only government, but the community. I believe in what Hillary Clinton said, it takes a village. And the entire village of Guyana should stand by this family and help lift this family up at this point in time. And beyond now, beyond the funeral and the expressions of grief and so on, keep lifting this family up and out of the circumstances. I want to see this mother, thrive and move on to greater things with regard to the circumstances she's in and how she would live the rest of her life.
Yeah. Rickford, we spoke with the cousin of Tracy Flew, the mother of the children who met their demise in such a gruesome fashion recently, and we were, if we were to talk with Nima, she would tell you of some of the challenges that have gone on there in Barnwell North and Buck and those places where farmlands have been, crops have been smashed up and so on because government now wants the land in the backyard, all of that. Tracy Flew is a part of a community. What could this administration really tell Tracy Flew?
Well, I think the problem goes beyond this administration, if I might be frank and honest. I remember when Simona Broom was Minister of Youth Affairs, her going into that very community and arranging for electricity and the road to be built and all of that. We've neglected some parts of the country, and it's unacceptable. We must have equitable development. And I hope that, I know for sure that Mukka is not part of the government's constituency, but they're the government of all of the people.
Correct.
We must govern for everybody and ensure that the people in this community have a modern community, just like the people in Blackbush or Bushlot or Hampton Court or wherever. We must ensure that people have the amenities they need. I think all Guyanese want is what is acceptable internationally as a decent standard of living, a home, a decent home, water, education, healthcare, and we must provide these things. Like you said, we can't boast about the oil wealth and GDP, and people are living in poverty. Yeah. It's ridiculous and absurd. So we must have equitable and even development of the country.
And even by, they say they don't like the IRI poll. There's now the one out by that agency of CARICOM, and none of them bodes well. All of them speaking to standard of living, being cost of living, being one of the things here that is going sky high and causing people not even to eat properly. If you used to eat 3 squares, prior to 2020, now you got to decide whether you're going to skip lunch or you're going to skip dinner or what have you. That's what the poll said. That's not us. That's what the poll said. And even their numbers, that's why we were showing what's happening in the non-oil economy. Everything is going down, and these guys seem to think they're the brightest, and they are what you call divine right of kings. They were born to lead this country and no one else. But the evidence is to the contrary. I hope to ask Council Wade some of these about his impression of some of these issues as well. But he seems to be having some challenges with technology. But Rickford,
yeah, and I also have to go short because my rights has come to me. But let me say quickly that I am surprised that we're having this discussion about poverty under the PUP. I recall as a kid Dr. Jagan preaching about human development and poverty, eradication of poverty. The PUP has moved away from that. He's also anti-corruption. They've moved away from that. We must address this problem of the widening of the wealth gap in Guyana. We have a problem in Guyana where the PPP is only governing for their supporters and the rich East Indians, those who own the banks, those who own the big companies. That's who the PPP and the people that finance them. That's who they're governing for. And even East Indians who support the PPP, they're walking away from them because they're poor. They only know them at election time. So those are the people who must stand up and speak out. Speak out for economic justice. Speak out for parity in our society. We cannot have a country like Guyana, supposedly with all this oil wealth, and we have the poverty increasing. You spoke about the report. I highlighted it on my Facebook page, where they're saying Guyana is way above the poverty line in terms of the other Caribbean countries. And they're talking about 50% increase in GDP and all of that. It's unacceptable. We're becoming Venezuela, where we have a lot of oil and a lot of money and increased poverty.
Yeah. And Rickford, just before I let you go, and Darren is going to pick up on the other end, I wanted to know from you, what do you think is justice in this situation? You understand the circumstance. This mother lived down, that she's lost 3 of her kids at such a time in her life. What do you think? Should the government be doing?
Well, we have to wait and see what the police says in the report. We have to make sure that there's a thorough investigation by both the fire and police, and then the social services of the country should kick in and help the family and the rest of the community.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks very much, Rickford.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks very much. And folks, that's Rickford Burke, president of the Caribbean Guyana Institute of Democracy there in New York, and we're so happy. Darren seems to be still having some challenges. I think we have counsel now with us, and we're going to add back Darren. Darren, I want you to pick up on that last note.
I apologize. I'm in the vehicle. Actually, I'm still on the road.
I understand. I'm so grateful still.
Great.
Yeah.
Jared.
It's always a pleasure. Right ahead.
Pardon me?
Always a pleasure. Right ahead.
Yes. Like Rickford, I just want to give my condolences to the bereaved relative. As a mother, it must be hard losing 3 of your children in the tragic circumstances all at once. It's a very sad situation we are in Guyana, where mothers have to decide whether they're going to leave their children at home to go and fend for them, or let them be hungry tomorrow because they won't have the money to feed them. So the dilemma, the struggle,
Yep.
So I'm reminded by the words of Buju Banton when he said the 1905 is nothing compared to the struggle. The job that you're doing is nothing compared to the struggle. It is hard. And importantly, you underscored just now the report from CARICOM. I haven't had a look at it. But if they're saying Guyana is in a situation whereby we have to be making decisions of we're going to eat breakfast, or we have lunch, or we're not going to have dinner, we are in some serious circumstances now.
Very much so. Darren, you on the ground here, you see what has happened. This young lady is going to be traumatized for a long time. And as Rickford said, we don't know all the circumstances which led to her children's demise, sadly. But how do we help as a community, as a national village, as it were, as a country, to help her get back on her feet and to help her to become and to continue to be a productive citizen. In your estimation, what should this administration be thinking and what should they be doing?
First place, I believe one of those turnkey homes should be given to her. Secondly, I want to see counseling. I don't want to see these ministers in the woman's face taking pictures for photo opportunity or photo up in what it is deemed. I believe that is very unacceptable. I would have seen yesterday. Rickford mentioned the point of them taking her to the police sports club, a rum shop. I go there. It's more of a rum shop than a sports club because I go there. I drink there. Whenever I'm there, we all know about this police sports complex and the bar that is there at this police sports complex. There is where the president met. This woman is disgraceful. Why couldn't he have not gone into Mocha? Why, it's something called ground zero. We see all over the world that people go to the site where this thing transpired. Mm-hmm. So he could be able to empathize and relate.
Yeah.
But he wanted distance, you see. And the wickedness of him not going there is that he will not be able to see and feel because Barnwell Mocha probably is an impoverished community where you have a lot of squatters, a lot of people. So when you go there, and for those who advise him not to go there, they're also wicked also.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Darren, we learned from the reports coming out of the various media agencies that it is the road that prevented the fire truck from getting there in a timely manner, which might have saved these children's lives. Who knows? But the road is a huge problem there.
That's correct, Sherrod. I totally agree with you. So him going in there on the road, you will see bad roads, and he may want to fix the roads. He will go to Mocha, he may even get enlightenment.
Yeah.
Sometimes he could have been beneficial for the whole country because you see how people poor and how people struggling. And he and his fancy beachfront mansion in Lenora, and he gone by his rich friends and he eat and he drink and he cook food and he sends it for me and Motley with an airplane.
Yeah,
the president of Guyana cooking food and sending curry for me when people struggling in Guyana.
Yeah. They're not touched by the feelings of the infirmities of the people.
Pardon me?
And I was saying there to turn on scripture, they're not touched by the feelings of the people's infirmities. Clearly, in some other countries, it's this is the ground zero for leadership. When you don't have a scripted moment and you gotta react in that moment is when you see the true leaders emerge. And we saw in Trinidad quite recently a 7-year-old lost his life, wandered away from home, and ended up losing his life. You would see a touching message from the Prime Minister on social media, talking to the nation about that moment. You don't have that here. The victim already in pain is ushered to a sports club to meet with the president.
Yes, they can't. They can't relate. They're in a different reality. There's no love for the people. There's no love for the people. So that is the problem. It is not Irfan Ali child. Irfan Ali child bedroom is probably bigger than the people home. Child probably has a bigger bank book where these children will never be able to work for their life. Who died? Or the mother.
Yeah.
So there's no way for him to relate and to feel the struggle of the ordinary man and what we go through on a daily basis in Guyana.
Yeah. And Darren, as we're on the subject matter, we have seen a lot of what the commentators describe as band-aids of hampers and handouts in region 2 and 3 and 6 and so on. But region 4, where Barnwell is, for instance, don't get the same kind of service. Apparently, we see water treatment plants and $1 billion in roads in region 2 and $1 billion in roads someplace else and huge contracts and shore base. But Barnwell, not so much.
I raise the point, poor people is not in region 4. Region 4 don't have poor. Everybody rich and wealthy in region 4. So there's no need for assistance in region 4. There's none. We are wealthy here, or what have you. Or probably the government does not see our lives as important in region 4. Only those places where they get votes are important. We are not important.
It would be nice to see, you still have some time to see Irfan Ali in Mocha. He like put on long bus and go other places. That That's a good place. You might need a long boots, you know. It's still
But
sometimes.
hopefully we take a walk there. Hopefully we take a walk there. And if we take a walk there, we'll ask the people of Moko to engage him.
Yeah.
Let him
Yeah.
know the real struggle.
Yeah.
The struggle determine whether or not you can be able to send your children to school.
Correct.
The struggle of whether or not you can be able to buy milk and food for your children.
Correct. Attorney law, Darren, why is it so hard when you look and you see the distribution of wealth in this country, how resources are given out? It almost follows an electoral map. Why is it that we talk one Guyana, but when it comes to the acting it out, to make it a verb, you know, it seems like it's a struggle for this administration. Perhaps those sociologists we learned in our formative years at university, who said that the all of life is a struggle, perhaps them guys, right?
But you see, the thing is, resources, if the cost public cases, they have resources. They're probably trying to secure their base. So they don't care, they care about power and control. So they do not want to equally distribute the wealth or equitably distribute the wealth. Their consideration is not about the whole of Guyana. Their consideration about power and control are not Guyanese people. And Sherrod, as you raise that point, I want to say something. I read an article from Samuel Midas today on Facebook. And Samuel was talking about an encounter, a racial encounter he had at Citizen Bank today by a customer who was littering, and he objected littering, and the guy took it and pelted him in his face. He said he could have feel the racial anxiety, he could have feel the attack. He could have feel that this man is saying, feel that I'm in control. We are in power. And Gordon Mosley said to Samuel, why didn't you tell him that you are moving from coast to coast? Singing about one Guyana. Samuel Midas and all of the black musicians who are going, they need to know to these events that they are being used.
Yeah. But that's the reality. You know, there's one Guyana emblazoned in fancy graphics and so on, and then there's the reality on the ground, which is starkly different.
I remember, and I hope this event is an enlightenment for Samuel Midas. And I hope he may tell the people to fix this country and fix the supporters before you go to any PPP event again. Because I can remember Muhammad Ali, on the Hudson Bridge or on the or one of the bridges in America. After he won the Olympics medal, he took it off and he threw it in the river.
Yeah.
He said, how can I call myself an American? And my people are treated this way. I could not have gone to a restaurant and walked through the front door or anything of the sort. And the segregation. So Samuel Midas needs some self-reflection. Samuel Midas and all of the others, I know they may want a little freck and so forth. But they need to understand and appreciate the need. There is a need to ensure that the PPP practice what they preach. Practice what they preach. But you know something, Sherrod? There's another issue of capacity. In addition for them being racist, you know, a lot of us like to celebrate, you know, of all people like to celebrate Barry Jack Dio. We like to celebrate finally Jack Dio bright. He did say though. Jack Dio bright.
I ain't see it yet.
Jack Dio is no economist. Finally is no economist.
Fluff and bluff.
About finance because we are struggling in Guyana. And all the money they get, it is not reaching the people. It is not helping the people. They are nothing but failures. They are nothing but failures. They cannot deliver and they will never deliver. They don't have the ability to deliver to the people. That is the problem. The incapacity. That is the problem, comrades.
Correct in all counts.
Ability to deliver.
Fluff and bluff. You know, fluff and bluff, and we've articulated some of that. Why this country feels like this. You know, we're pumping 45% GDP, you know, boosting it up because of oil and so on. But why we still feel like this? You throw over $1 trillion into the economy already. Why does it feel like this? Right? Why prices are up every day in the marketplace if you're so bright?
Where is Guyana on the happiness index of the world? Say what you want about Trinidad, and they attack Trinidad score very high on the happiness index. And the happiness index is one way when person look not at the GDP to see that the standard of living, all your people feel comfortable, How
Yeah.
are the people doing? Guyana score very poorly on the happiness index.
Yep.
Just economists should know that. When they
Yep.
claim to be an economist, it's supporters think that he's,
Yep.
that he's some bright man. But in hell
Correct.
he's a dunce. Because
Correct.
even if he's bright, he's not delivering to the people.
Correct.
The people are still struggling.
Correct.
And these are people that we glorify.
Darren, go right ahead. I have to step away for a second. Go right ahead. Make your point.
As your maestro, he's great.
Go right ahead.
What is the people feeling whatever he's doing? So, well, I'm now the new host. Are you in the ring with Darren Wade? So we are struggling in this country. And I'm calling upon the Jagdio A. administration. Now we want to put our A. Barry Jagdio to listen to the cries of the people. Listen to the cry for the woman, that mother who lost her 3 children.
Indeed.
Indeed. Suffering. Listen to her. Listen to her. Listen to her.
Indeed.
She had to go to work, and we may judge her.
Indeed.
Judge her. So she left
Indeed.
them at home. But can a mother
Thank you, Darren.
love sees for the child she bears? Certainly not. She
Yep.
goes
Yep.
to go to work to fend for them.
And celebrating, and see, even more poignant, Darren, celebrating our 56th independent anniversary. On that anniversary, we are confronted. You know, they went to Devon Square when they speak about no troubles there, in another Regina, and have the big fete and so on. But the reality is what hit us yesterday and how people actually live in this country. You can go and talk about things, the rhetoric, right? That's the poetry, but the prose hitting us on the ground here. And that is what was
Chelsea made a mention on Facebook whereby LCRE, man,
yes, from
African Guyanese girl, very beautiful,
prodigy,
intelligent. She asked the question, a searching question. All people make out whenever they go to the grocery store. Because it's so hard, and I feel bad too. They ask the question whenever I go to the supermarket. It's 34,000, how much 40,000 to buy a weekend to buy food.
Yeah.
An ordinary man.
And that's for the basics.
And you remember, you see, they don't listen to Burnham before Burnham is the greatest thing a guy ever had. Hands down.
Agreed.
When comrade Burnham asked Ben Cohen and said the small man has been the main man. But we didn't listen to him and his investment into the small man. And Sherrod, and investment was done for the ordinary man to be able to live. But all of us, we call him all sorts of names. I want people to as well. And let me say, Sherrod, the next thing I want to touch on. NIS was there for the ordinary man too as well.
Yeah.
When Forrest Burnham when he invented NIS in the Guyana, what they said to their supporters, what Jagan told the supporters what Burnham wanted to do. Burnham wanted to thief their money. That's what was said.
Mm-hmm.
I understand there was also a racial statement which said Burnham wanted to thief the C word, people money. That was said. And now Barry Jagdio is what destroyed NIS.
Yeah.
Destroyed NIS.
Yeah.
The worst and we talking about economists and people, the worst failure in Guyana history is Kellon Estate. Barry Jagdio.
Yeah.
Disaster. And I see some of our own people going and big up Jagdio too.
Yeah.
A failure like Barry Jagdio. He may be able to convince person. And we must not take him for granted, Sherrod. Because as he said on the interview with this woman from with the Sioux fiasco.
Yeah.
He said a lot of people call him.
Isabel Young from Vice News.
He said a lot of people call him and he helped them. I don't know exactly what he said. But Barry Jagdio, and that is some of our failure when we were in government. Barry Jagdio is able to, people believe that they have Jagdio ears, and they believe that if he give you words, he's going to keep his promise and what have you. And if they call him, he will answer his phone. They will get on to him. He'll be there.
Tracy Flew needs to call him.
Pardon me?
Tracy Flew, who lost her kids, needs to call him, apparently.
So, Barry Jack Dio, a lot of people in the inner society, in the inner cities rather, believe in Barry Jack Dio, in the ghettos, and a lot of people in Georgetown, and what we may consider up new areas. And so, Jack Dio is very popular. Very popular in our communities, and we need to, that is an issue that we, despite he's not delivering for our communities. A lot of our young, a lot of people in the street, they don't care about the Fandali, they don't care about the people, they care about Barry Jack Dio. That is a fact that we have to deal with. Despite of all of the failures, they believe that Barry Jack Dio could deliver for them if they give him a phone call or whatever, he'll be there. And whilst we were, and sometimes we may have to go on the ground and apologize for these things, because whilst in government, a lot of our people believe that they could never contact us, we never call back, despite all of the wonderful things that would have done. Because remember the minimum wage was $1,000. It was raised to $70,000, and so on. A lot of these wonderful things that were done, but because you could pick up a phone and you could get a little hustle probably there and there, probably they believe in him. So those are some of these things that you need to dispel.
Definitely.
The false narrative. We have to hit it at the front.
Very much so. Attorney Lord Darren, I want to thank you for spending this time, and thanks for responding positively to my invitation, to our invitation. As I said,
time for me now to head home.
Be safe, and have a fantastic weekend. You and the family. Great. Folks, that's it. That's our time. That's our program. Thank you, President of the Cleveland Ghana Institute for Democracy in New York. Thank you, Attorney Lord Darren Wade, and all of you insiders who make the program what they are, Have a fantastic weekend, folks. That's our time. I love the bell. And that's our program. Thanks to each and every one of you. Share the broadcast before you go, guys, and smash that emoji button. Kyle Jackson, good to see you. I see, is it Juanelas? Good to see you, and Brenda Bowman and John Nelson. Some of these names are so fancy. Juanelas Prince and Sandra David, Donna Liverpool and Joyce Simpson. I see David Wood is here, and I see Christine Forgier is here as well. Good to see you, Christine. And Marie Roberts. All you folks, whichever part of the political divide you fall. Thanks for joining us. On no side, you're in the middle. Thanks for joining us as well. Or whether you're a Christian, Jew, Gentile, or no religion at all. Thanks for joining us, guys. You guys showing up night after night, make these programs for them. We're so privileged. Share the live stream before you go, guys. Smash that emoji button, and you guys know it's the end of the month. We got to keep the lights on. We got to keep the doors open, folks. So partner with us. We got Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram, Western Union as well to keep the work going, guys. So we say, come on board and support us. Pace and power, boots on the ground, way back on Zelle, PayPal, what's the other one? Cash App. We have LMG available via MoneyGram and Western Union. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Pace and power. That's our program. That's the time. You want to know how to party with us? 627-6922. 627-6922. That's our WhatsApp number. Have a great weekend. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. That's our program. We're going to see you guys right back here below the mat tomorrow and on Sunday as well. Right back here in the ring on Monday, and also on FYI in the morning, below the mat in the midday hour, and then in the ring in the evening, folks. Back on Monday, but we're on the podcast over the weekend. Stay safe, guys. That's our program. Stay safe, each and every one of you. Stay safe.